Alright guys, welcome back. Today what we are going to be doing is we're going to be actually painting the rims on the CX5. So the reason why I'm going to be painting the rims is one, because I'm not too sure when these tires are worn in about another, say, 10,000 miles. I'm not too sure what color I actually want to go with for the rims themselves. So this will kind of eliminate the two colors that I'm, fighting through. If, I don't like the color that I'm going to be using for this, then I know that I can use the other one. So it's kind of like a test run as far as that goes. And then secondly, I truly just cannot stand the stock rims on the 2017 model for the CX5s. So yeah, but I mean, honestly, mainly, I'm going to be able to test colors this way. So that's going to make life easier when I actually pick a wheel, because once you pick it, that is it. There's no coming back. So pretty much what we're going to be doing is, so first off, we are going to be obviously jacking up the car, removing the wheels. We're going to be cleaning them first, obviously, and then once I kind of clean them, degrease them, make sure everything looks nice, I'm going to be using 400 grit sandpaper. It was my wife's daily driver before. She just seems to have an issue with curbs. So I may use 220 on some of the rougher spots, but I think 400 might get the job done. Yeah, every day she would come home and I'd just see a new scuff mark on the rims from her just ramming into the curb on turns. But anyway, besides that, so once we sand it all off, I'm going to be putting some paint thinner on there. I actually just have spray paint paint remover, or spray form paint remover. And then once that's all cleaned, make sure that's all wiped off and such, I will then start the priming process. Yes, I have white primer because that's all that they had, and I'd rather put on white than nothing. Again, it only really needs to last a few months till we swap these rims out anyway. So we're going to do the primer. Then I have 600 grit sandpaper to kind of sand that down, make sure that that's sticking to the wheels nice, and then we can actually paint the wheels. The store was honestly completely like bone dry. Home Depot was dry, AutoZone was dry. I couldn't really find colors anywhere, so I decided finally to just go with a gloss black. It's technically paint for wheels. You don't need this, but yeah, I'm gonna go with this. We're gonna do about 3, maybe 4 coats. I'm gonna do a quick clear coat, and then Meguiar's Ultimate Compound at the end to give it that nice even look, so it looks factory, nice and smooth, and a great shine as well too. So stay tuned. I will bring you through the process, and you can see the before and after. All right, so I got the car jacked up, filling this up. This is just my normal tire cleaning, brushes and such. I'm actually filling it up with soap water because I want to actually, strip the tires as much as possible. And now I'm just going to give them, this is obviously the backs of them, so I'm going to give it a quick clean, and then do the front as well, and then spray it down with my degreaser, and make sure the surface is as clean as possible, then start sanding. Alright guys, so while these are drying, I'm just going to spray it with a little bit degreaser and just kind of wipe them down. Alright guys, about to throw that on there. I'm not going to let it sit too long, probably about a minute on each wheel, and then I'm going to wipe it all off. So Alright guys, so I got everything wiped off, and then I have it all taped off. Do not forget to tape your air gauge here, whatever you want to call it. And then I just used painter's tape. To be honest with you, I planned on using, like, you could just stick in a ton of index cards around the rim. Makes life so much easier, but I don't have index cards, and I didn't feel like running to the store just because I got the dogs here with me. Hello. And yeah, so it is what it is. So did it this way. Cleaning off the paint thinner and then the taping was obviously the biggest pain of the whole thing, but the better the prep, the better the outcome. So I'm going to start with the primer right now, and I'll show you what it looks like after the second coat of primer. This is 2 coats of primer, and then I decided to sand it. Just want to make sure everything's nice and smooth so that when I go to put on the color, it just bonds really nicely. I'm going to do 1 more primer right now, and then let that dry, and then we can get to painting. They actually look really nice white. Can't do it though. I want to, but I can't do it. I'm too old for it. Alright guys, so even though I really like the white, I'm going to be applying the gloss black. So first coat, just really light, and then we'll lay it on from there just to see how it settles. So. Alright guys, so I did 3 basic full coats on it, and then just kind of like a light 4th one to touch up. I'm now going to spray clear coat, probably only about 2 coats of clear coat, but I'm going to do the first one extremely light because I just want to make sure I don't get any runs. And then once that first one dries, put the second one, and we'll be good to go. Something I forgot to tell you before, make sure you pop out the center caps as well. And paint those, of course, if they're a different color, and then also your bolts too. Don't forget to clean those up, sand those down, and paint them as well too. So but yeah, let me get to the clear coat. Alright guys, so don't mind how disgusting the car is. Here are the wheels. This is the finished product. I like it so much better. I was able to sand down with the 400 grit all the marks that my wife decided to, when she decided to drive into the curbs and stuff. But yeah, I think it looks so much better. Before it was like a, like a navy blue with silver. So I truly do like the overall look of the car much better. But yeah, just so you can kind of see. So it was very time consuming. I started this about 9 a.m. and then in between all of the time drying and so on and so forth, it did take all day. It is now 4 o'clock, so it did take all day. So if you have a bunch of stuff to do, I say paint a coat and then go do whatever else you need to do and just keep rotating back and forth. Otherwise, if you're just sitting around waiting for paint to dry, it's a pain in the ass. So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll show a before and after, and yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks guys.